EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the beautiful city of Seattle. We welcome you inside Lumen Field, the home of the Seahawks. Coming up, a terrific matchup to decide who represents the NFC in the Super Bowl. It's the Detroit Lions and the Seattle Seahawks on Sunday Night Primetime. Settle in. We think we've got a good one. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally get him down when he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. That's quickly out to Williams. And he won't get away. Good offensive tackle there to get him down behind the line.
Certainly not how they drew it up for his first catch of the game, but he's on the board, and I think the hope is continue to go his way, and next time, let's try to pick up some yards.
Third and long. Off the play fake. Here's Murray. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the third play. Picked up by Nick Emanwari. And the Seahawks are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
We talked at the start of the game, Mike, the energy in this stadium, and now after that early turnover, it's certainly not going to help quiet this crowd. They clearly came into this game facing an uphill battle, and they've made it here even harder on themselves with that early turnover.
Deputy! Crack all 80! Ready?
First carry now for Kenneth Walker. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
On the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
Ready up!
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Here we go! 70 Lions!
RPO and the quick hit to Smith and Jigba. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Ready! 60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! Trap 60! Trap 60! Warriors 70!
Out of the gun, it's Milroe.
And that's a a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to...
And oh, how about this early on? They blocked the kick.
In this situation, Mike, every coach on the sideline is yelling, watch the ball, watch the ball. So this is a gutsy move defensively to sell out and go for that block. Remember, if he times this jump wrong, that's a first down.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. To Slaw, the man in motion. Murray now to throw on 1st down. That's good. It's Isaac to Slaw. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. His first catch of this NFC Championship game, good enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. The ball comes out. And the Seahawks have come up with the recovery.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
On the jump. Ready.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. Down the sideline to the 20. And he will go all the way. Kenneth Walker, touchdown Seahawks. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclone. David Montgomery. Not much there. Maybe a yard. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 9. From the gun, it's Murray. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. He'll let this one go long for Williams. Take this one in. 78 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Lions. Buffalo 18. 19 stripes. 79 Broncos.
From the gun, it's Milroe. This is caught down that right sideline. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play for Seattle. 37 yards.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
60 average. Panther and Warriors. Ready.
They'll throw on 1st down with Milroe. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seattle. Point after try forthcoming. The kick is good. And the Seahawks will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. Finding room across midfield. And he will score. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Viking, 8, 7 Pirates.
On 1st down, it's Milroe. Out of man, left side, it's caught. And across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. One quarter down, 3 to go on the road to the Super Bowl. All even on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. Seahawks football beginning this 2nd quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Cougar 19.
From the gun, here's the give to Walker. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7.
At the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ready,
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 2.
let's go. Buffalo 18, 19, Lions. Ready,
From the shotgun, it's Milrow. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
We'll try and run it with Walker. They'll mark him down there at the 33, but that is good enough. A run gives him a first down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
19 tight, 19, 7, Panther 60, Panther 60. Cut 19, cut 19.
Now Milrow on first down. Going right, it's taken in. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Come on, come on. Hey.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
Down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and
5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Let's go now. 18, Robert. Viking, 18. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Trap 60, trap 60.
To the air, it's Milrow. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and
ready.
live to play another snap.
Warrior 70.
Here now, 3rd and 5.
Panther 11. Mustang 19. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Here's Milrow to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. He was looking for Kenneth Walker out of the backfield. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The Seahawks going to bring their kicker out and try a field goal. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Seahawks move out in front. The new score, 17-14. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Hardman now to return it. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
At their own 22-yard line.
to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. That was good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On the RPO, it's a throw, and it's Higgins. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Come on. Fix the Eagles. Bigger.
Now Murray. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. His first catch of this NFC Championship game, good enough for a first down.
And after being shut down in the opening quarter, he makes his first catch here with that one. And they're going to need to continue to build off this if they plan on leaving here today with a win.
They hand it to Gibbs. And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
On the ground, Montgomery. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. The Lions call their first timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Murray. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Nick Emanwari. Oh, big hole left side. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Seahawks.
You know, it always amazes me, Mike, that these guys have all this energy, that following a long return like that then they can get into these big, elaborate celebrations. But listen, I don't blame them. You're a defensive guy. You don't get the ball in your hands very often. When you score, man, you better make the most of it.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Out of the pistol, it's Murray. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Play action. It's Murray.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Now it's 2nd and 1. Working out of the gun, Murray. That's caught by Gibbs. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
18 Cardinal. Panther 11, Panther go.
Throwing now, Milroe on first down. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
That's good for a Seahawks. First down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11.
19 Lion. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Throwing is Milroe. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by their rookie first-round pick. And the Lions will take over here at their own 12.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Turn his TV off. Turn his TV off.
On play action, Murray on the run to the right. He'll let this one go long for Williams. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked up by Nick Emanwari. We have hit halftime. We'll take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both of these teams hoping to be the ones to lift the George Halas Trophy. Quarter number 3 of the NFC title game underway.
Ready?
Straight ahead, it's Walker. Room to run past midfield. He's inside the 30. And he will go all the way. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, you saw both of them on display, and he's able to take the long run all the way to the house for 6.
31. Lions 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. Get across the 20, mark him at 22-yard line. They go play action for Murray. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Boye Mafe. He's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Murray. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
3rd and a long way to go. To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And he's going to have a Lions 1st down. That'll wind up a gain of 11 on 4th down.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on 4th down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw again is Murray. Out to his right. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
You know, Mike, the one thing that we used to say is it didn't matter how good you were or how long you played. Eventually, you're just going to have one of those days, and I think for this quarterback, he's got to be able to move on from this pretty quickly because this is about as bad a day in the office as you can imagine.
And he is planting backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Here we go, set. Cowboy 80. Ready.
We'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down.
Well, they certainly didn't allow the loss on first down, Mike, to scare him out of this run game here on second down. But now after taking a loss on first and second, it puts him in a tough spot here coming up on third down.
The run game not helping him out those last two plays, thus third and 16. Got it with Smith and Jigba. And he will score. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Now, Murray on the bootleg. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Second and 10. Higgins sent in motion. Here's a handoff to Gibbs, left side. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Third down and 9. Here's Murray. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force fourth down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. He'll try and throw for it with Murray. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. Going to give the ball over on down.
when you find yourself down big here in the second half, you have to maximize every possession. And that's exactly what the coach tried to do, going for it on fourth down, give yourselves a chance to cut into this big lead. But it's the defense that came through again with a huge stop, and that's going to make their chances of coming back that much more difficult.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7.
Here we go.
Once again, it's Walker. And he moves down to the 25. That's good enough for a first down.
It's a gain of 8.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Not much happening there, just a short game.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Outside home fan, this is actually you would not buy to the police. Like two cops. I see a bunch of mean guys in the band and a tie. Going to the west side, giving side eyes. Ain't nobody that I really recognize. Ain't surprised to ride to kill a vibe. I be the reason you die, trying to feel alive, but I'm instead of
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 8.
Come on. Set. Gotta be lying. Ready?
They run with Walker. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play.
On the jump.
3rd and 6.
Down.
Walker now gets us going here in the 4th quarter. And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there.
It's a gain of 11.
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Seattle.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
He pulls it in around the 5. And he's close to another first down. Brought down just shy of the marker.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Ready? 60 Eagle. 60 Eagle. Ready?
He'll run with Walker. And he will score again. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. Saving his best for the playoffs. His 3rd touchdown of the game. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Seahawks 45, Lions 14. Michael Dixon to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He's going to let that to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Now Murray on first down. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Murray to throw. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. It's a designed run for Murray. And they've got it. Going to pick up the first down there. Right around midfield. Now a stoppage. We have an injured Lion. Concern on that sideline here in this NFC Championship game. They'll come up here. 1st and 10.
Set. Blue 60. Zero.
On play action, it's Stafford. To the right side, that's St. Brown. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 on the Seahawks' 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Murray. He'll let one go down the middle. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. It is a huge play for Detroit. 33 yards.
33 yards on the play. And the Lions first down.
He'll throw on first down with Murray. Here's a short throw, caught by Wiley. And he's close to another first down. Brought down just shy of the marker.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
On the handoff, this is Gibbs. A second effort, and he is in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And now flags come in. This kickoff goes out of bounds. Special teams with a mistake on the kickoff. A pair of first downs gives them 1st and 10 up at the 40.
Here we go. Go.
The run up the middle, it's Walker. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. Concern on that sideline here in this NFC Championship game. Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Back to crown the NFC champion after this. So it's fourth down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. On first down, Murray. And will mark him down just shy of the 40. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
That's good.
So from the 39, they come up on first and 10.
Green. Big ass open. 2-2.
Murray. He'll let this one go long for Williams. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Now it's Murray. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That one perking up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down.
And while this one is all but over, these guys aren't going to let up one bit. They have a lot of pride in their performance, Mike, and just because they have this big lead, they're not going to give you anything easy here down the stretch.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. Quick throw, and it's going to wind up incomplete. That was the run-pass option, choose pass. Defender able to close it down and bring up fourth down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive back.
And he's going to go down. The pressure too much. And that should wrap this one up as they have to give it up on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
To the ground, a first down run. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Ready? Bronco 80.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. But this one is about done.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
So it's a win here for the Seahawks. As their fans will celebrate, they claim the George Halas Trophy, champions of the NFC. Next stop, the Super Bowl. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Seahawks. As we say, so long from Seattle.